Hi there. Just a quick video now to sort of teach you how to make a phone call. So a prospecting phone call to invite somebody to look at the business. So a lot of prospecting these days is done via text message or Facebook message or WhatsApp message. But I've always said it, a phone call can be much more powerful. It's much more personal. You also get an answer. Rather than giving them time to think about why they shouldn't look at it and get negative thoughts in their head or whatever. So phone call is more personal, it's upfront, and it's on the spot, and it can be much more powerful. So for those of you who are, and it will depend on who you're calling as well as to whether a phone call would be more appropriate than a text message or a Facebook message. So it's important to know how to make that phone call rather than it's just stuttering and stammering and not knowing what to do, and to do it professionally basically. So the first thing is that you know what you want the outcome of the phone call to be. What do I mean by that? Well, you either want them to go to maybe a business presentation, or hop on a Skype call with you, or meet you for a cup of coffee. So know what your objective is. What do I want from this phone call? That's the first thing. So know that in advance. And also have a plan B. So what do I mean by that? So if you want them to go to the meeting in the hotel on a Monday night and they give you an answer that they are playing football on Monday night, they can't go. On the phone call is not the time to be thinking of the plan B. What's my second option basically? So your second option then could be a Skype call, or could be a cup of coffee, or it could be another meeting another week or whatever. So what's plan B? So maybe the plan A is get them to the meeting Monday night. Plan B might be meet them for a cup of coffee on Tuesday morning or Wednesday afternoon. So kind of have a couple of options in your head. So if it's just you, if you're meeting them, it's just you have to concern yourself. When are you free if they can't meet Monday night? If it's not just you, in other words, if it's your manager that does your one-to-ones, your presentations for you, and you're not confident enough to do them on your own yet, so somebody's helping you out, you need to figure out when that person that's going to do your manager or whatever, when they're free to do the one-to-one for you. So you talk to your person who does your one-to-ones for you first. When are you free? I'm thinking of making phone calls. When are you free? And they tell you, right, I'm free Tuesday morning, free Wednesday afternoon. Grand, you have that in your head. They're free there at those times. Are you free at that time as well? Grand, perfect, right? So that's my plan B. So you have in your head, this is my goal. My goal is to get them to meet Monday night. My plan B is if they're free Tuesday afternoon, or Tuesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's clear in your head before the phone call. So the phone call then is, just do it by the way. These phone calls should be really, really quick. They should be about 90 seconds to 2 minutes long. Very, very quick. And so when you ring them up, you're basically saying, hi, how's it going? How's it going, John? And a quick bit of chit chat. So how are the kids? How's things? Great. And interrupt that bit of chit chat quite quickly by telling them you're in a hurry. So you're going, how's the kids? Great. Right? And then you say, listen, I'm in a bit of a hurry here. I'm in a bit of a rush, but I'm glad I caught you. I just wanted to run something by you. Okay? So that interrupts that bit. And you're telling them you're in a hurry. And that's very important because it puts them at ease that they're not going to be talking to you for ages, especially if they're in a rush or they're in a busy part of their day. And also at the end, when you're trying to get off the call, you've said at the start that you're in a hurry. So tell them you're in a hurry, and then you go, listen, I've started a new business, and the company I'm working with are looking for new people to join the company. People who want to make extra money part-time, flexibly around what they're already doing. And I thought of you because, and you give them a reason why you thought of them. Because they're outgoing, because they know a lot of people, because they're always looking to make money, because they're looking to buy a new car, whatever the reason is. Give them a reason, compliment them, and say it may or may not suit you, may not be for you at all, but at least you'll have looked at an option for yourself. And if it's not for you, maybe you know somebody who it might be of interest to. So you're giving them a couple of get out clauses there. You're telling them it may not be for them, but you just like them to take a look at it. Okay? So you ask them, will they come along to the meeting? So you say, we've a presentation, a hotel presentation on Monday night that will tell you all about it. And it's at 8 o'clock. Would you be free for that hour? So if they say yes straight away, great. You just finish the call and say, great, listen, I'll give you a text Monday afternoon to remind you. Happy days. Listen, thanks very much. I must go here. I have 100 things to do. Good luck and get off the phone. Remember, I told them you're in a rush. Okay? So if they're busy Monday night, you make an arrangement for Tuesday or Wednesday, as we said at the start. Now, you might get a yes from some people straight away. They'll meet you for a cup of coffee or go to the meeting. But a lot of people are going to give you the question, what is it? Just what have you started? What's it all about? Or what is it? It's a common question, what is it, right? So, don't be tempted to tell them it's forever living. Or it's aloe vera or whatever the case may be. Because what's going to happen is they're going to get half a story, half a picture in their head of what it is, and they're going to make up the other half. And the other half isn't going to be good, because their minds, everybody's minds works negatively. Okay? So then they're going to get a wrong picture of what it is, and they're going to say no. They're not even going to meet you, they're not going to go to the meeting, and that's not what we want. We don't mind people saying no. We just want them to say no or yes or maybe or whatever the case may be after they hear the full picture. And they hear the full picture by going to the business presentation or attending at a one-to-one, hearing the information in full, making an informed decision if it's for them or if it's not for them. And don't worry, it's not for everybody, okay? So it's totally cool. I'm no problem whatsoever with anybody that says no to me, if they've seen the information, okay? But what we don't want is them saying no before they even know what it is about. Okay, so we don't tell them what it is. So when they say what is it, say it's really hard to explain over the phone. I need some visuals. The meeting will explain everything. You can even say, listen, I'm brand new. I wouldn't be able to explain it properly. Could you come along to the meeting, hear all the information and make a decision if it's for you or not? I'd really appreciate it if you take a look at it. Okay? And that's going to deal with most people. They're going to say, okay, yeah, I'll come to the meeting, or I have no interest, or whatever their answer is. Some of them will keep digging. Some of them will say, yeah, but tell me something about it. Come on, you have to be able to tell me something about it, right? Some people will just keep digging like that. And in those situations, just tell them, listen, it's a multi-billion-dollar health and wellness company. It's in 160 countries. It's absolutely booming at the moment. Really exciting time to get involved. As I say, it may or may not be for you, but would you come and take a look at it, and you'll be able to make an informed decision as to whether it's for you or not, and maybe you'll know somebody who might be interested. I'd appreciate your time. And if that gets them over the line to go to the meeting or meet you for the one-to-one, arrange it and get off the phone. Get off the phone at the end. Remember you told them in a rush? Get off the phone at the end. End the call. Listen, have to go here. I'll give you a text on Monday afternoon. Thanks for taking the call. Good luck. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Why are you getting off the call? Because they're going to start asking you questions that you can't answer. And it's not that because you're new. Well, that's one of the reasons. But I am fairly experienced, and I can't answer them questions over the phone, or I certainly would struggle to. I need visuals. I need to be able to show them the whole picture. I need to show them the presentation, whether it's from one-to-one or whether it's at a hotel. Okay? So we need to get off the phone before they start asking questions that we're not able to answer. Okay? So that's very important. So say hi, know what your outcome, what your goal is. I want to get them to do this before the phone call. Then when you get on the phone call, quick bit of chit chat, then tell them you're in a hurry, then tell them you started a new business and the company are looking for new people who want to earn extra money part-time, flexibly around what they're already doing. I thought of you because, tell them why, because it may or may not be for you, but only you will be able to decide that by taking a look. And you may know somebody who may be interested. Make the arrangement, tell them you'll text them to remind them, and then get off the phone. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. It's pretty easy, but it's complicated at the start. So what you need to do is you need to practice it. You need to practice it on your own, then you need to practice it with friends, and then you need to go and make a few phone calls and make a few mistakes, because that's what we all have to do. We're not going to be perfect. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to be you. Try to be as natural as possible, but try and stick to that rough guide of what I said there, and make the phone call nice and short. And do it lots. And when you do lots, you'll get better at it and you'll get results. Enjoy the phone calls.